Hello, viewers, and welcome to Winning in Life Academy. It's me, your host, Buki Olukoya. Here on this channel, we learn everything to do with winning in our finances, winning in time management, winning in our health, winning in our wealth. All aspects of life. Because if you are a believer like me, if you believe in God and His Son Jesus Christ, you will understand and you will know that God wants us to win in every aspect of life. And on this channel, this is what we'll be talking about: how to win in every area of life. So stay tuned with us on this channel and be blessed. One thing I need you to do for me is to click on your subscribe button so that you will be the first to get every new video from us on this channel. You'll be the first to know, and you'll be the first to hear what God is saying about your finances, about your health, about your wealth, about time management, how to do all these things in a godly way. Stay tuned and stay blessed. Why is financial literacy important to anyone? Why is financial literacy important to you as a person? Why is financial literacy important? So you might be thinking, what does financial literacy have to do with me? You might be thinking, oh, I'm doing just fine, in life. I'm doing fine, financially. So you might be thinking, oh, I go to work, I earn my salary, I'm fine. Why? What does financial literacy, what does it have to do with me? You might be asking that question. You might be asking yourself that question. Some of you might say, oh, I do my side hustles, and I go to work, so I'm doing fine. And some of you might even be saying, oh, I've got my own business, what does financial literacy have to do with me? You might be thinking that, but I'll tell you one thing now. By the time I finish explaining to you today exactly what financial literacy have to do with you and why you need to embrace it, from now on, especially in the godly way, like, I've been teaching in a godly way, especially in a godly way. So even if you know it, because I know some people will say, oh, I'm familiar with financial literacy. Even if you know it already, I'm sure you don't know it the godly way yet. So this is something new. All right. So by the time I finish today's event, I finish explaining it in today's event, you understand fully what it has to do with you as a person. All right. So you will understand what financial literacy have to do with you as a person. All right. Do you know that God actually, created God actually created money? God actually created wealth. Do you know that? God actually created the concept of wealth and money. So money has been, since the beginning of time, right? From the Garden of Eden. Right from the Garden of Eden, money has been, And when God created that Garden of Eden, He divided it into four with a stream. I think He had like 4 streams. And then He put gold in there. Put gold, all those coins, jasper, all those precious stones and stuff. He put it in there, for a reason. For a reason. Yep, for a reason. All right. So all the government is doing, all the government have been doing, throughout all these decades, all this century, all the government have been doing is, just to try and use different objects to depict money. They try to use different objects to represent money. But the concept of money itself has been, God's concept right from the beginning of time. All right. All right. So the reason why God created money is still the same. It's still the same. You know, it's for, you know, people to be able to exchange values, exchange, you know, things, materials, exchange resources, things like that. All right. So if you want me to, like, you know, tell you what financial literacy, you know, have to do with you as a person, yeah, if you want me to tell you why financial literacy is so important to you, I want you to drop a yes in the comment section. Drop a yes in the comment section if you want to know why financial literacy is important to you, especially financial literacy the godly way. Do with you. You want to know why financial literacy is important. I want you to drop a comment in the comment section. Drop a 1 or drop a yes in the comment section. All right. So yeah, so why is financial literacy important to you as a person? Why is financial literacy important to you as a person? First of all, I'll describe the concepts of financial literacy this way. So I want you to listen closely. So imagine that, you know, there's a huge orange tree. Just imagine, you know, that there's a huge orange tree where everybody, you know, can go there. Everybody can go there and, you know, to get orange fruits. So there's a huge orange tree and it's available to all. Everybody can go there to get orange fruits. You know, that fruit is always, that tree is always in season, always in season, always bringing up, you know, up oranges. And people can go there at any time, you know, to collect oranges. And, you know, they can even take as much as they want from that tree. But because, you know, you have other foods, that, you know, because you have other foods, you have other things that you can feed on, you know, so you just decided, you know, in yourself to say, okay, I don't need to go to that tree. I don't need to go and get the oranges. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm okay. I don't need to go and get the oranges. So whereas, you know, people are going there to that tree, they are getting as much oranges as they like. They are even, you know, taking more than they need. They are repackaging it. They are starting to sell it to other people, you know, that needs it. And they are trying, you know, they are people are starting to pay them for it. You know, they are paying them really well for it. You know, they are repackaging it. They're making juices, orange juice out of it, you know, selling it to people. You know, just imagine that concept. I guess, you know, the question that we can ask you is, could you do with having more money and more wealth in your life? So that's the question that I'll throw to you. Can you do with having more money and more wealth in your life? You know, so if your answer is yes, then you need to be aware of financial literacy. You need to be aware of financial literacy. You need to be aware of how financial literacy is important to you. Concept that I've given you now, you know, is then, you know, that will help you to understand the concept of financial literacy. So the question is, can you do with having more money? Can you do with having more wealth in your life? If your answer is yes, then you need to learn about financial literacy. You need to learn the importance of financial literacy and why it's important to your life, why it's important to you as a person. All right. So So I've already explained to you why financial literacy is important to you as a person. So today I'm not going to really be going into the definitions of financial literacy, simply because I've already defined it. I've talked about it a lot in my previous videos and in the previous events that's I've had like this that we've had. So I won't really be going into the definition. I've already explained it. There's a video that I did. It's titled Financial Literacy, the Godly Way. In there, I explained in full what financial literacy is and how, it is, how the godly way comes into it. All right. So I explained it. It's in the video titled Financial Literacy, the Godly Way, Financial Education, the Godly Way. All right. So yeah, I'll see if I can put the link to that video, in the comment section or around this video. All right. So there are, some important decisions, that you make in life, or that you need to make in life. There are some important decisions, that you will need to make in your life. And if you're not financially literate, it will be difficult, or you settle down for less. All right. So if you are not financially literate, you will not be able to make the best of those decisions for yourself or for your life. Starting from, who you like to be in life. That's a question that they ask you at school. Or what would you like to be in future? Who would you like to be? So that's the question. Starting from that simple question of who you like to become in life. If you are not financially literate, you would settle down for less. You will settle for less if you are not financial. It's because you don't know better. All right. So starting from, which career do you want to do in life? Who do you want to become in future? Which university would you like to attend, or which apprenticeship program would you like to go for? All those questions are critical questions at different stages of life. Which career would you like to do? Even as adults, you have to know or decide which career you want to go for. You have to know whether you want to change career and what do you want to go into. So these are life's crucial questions, or should I say life's crucial stages. So these crucial stages of life, you will have at crucial stages of your life, you will have questions, to answer. You will have decisions to make. So the question is, are you financially literate? Because if you are not financially literate, I'm telling you now, you will settle down for less, or you will make a decision that's not a top notch or the best, for you. If you're not financially literate, you'll find out that you just go with anything or whatever is available because, you don't know better. All right, so that's why now is a good time for you to start discovering what financial literacy is. Start discovering, because your financial life is actually the twin of your actual life. Your financial life is the twin of your actual life that you are living now. So this life you are living now, your financial life is the twin of that life. So if you want to excel in life, you want to go up higher in life, you have to understand your financial life, and you have to ensure that as you are living your normal life, you are also living your financial life. But the mistake that a lot of people make is they're living their normal life, but they are not living their financial life. So that's a mistake, a serious mistake actually. So people are living their normal life, but they are not living their financial, because they're not learning about it, they are not studying about it, they don't have time. But have you noticed that you actually spend money either every day or every week or every month? Have you noticed that? That's why I've put together a 6-week financial literacy the godly way online course. It's to help you. And what you will discover in that online course, you discover your money mindset and the mindset that God wants you to have about money. This will actually transform your life. It will actually transform your financial life. Once you understand the mindset that God wants you to have about money, that will, wow, skyrocket your decisions in life, your outlook about money, transformation really. And also in that online course, you will also learn about your financial life as a whole. God wants your financial life to be wholesome. That's the word. And so you learn about that, how to make your financial life wholesome. You understand all the pillars in your financial life, and then you understand your financial health and wealth when you join that, when you enroll on that 6-week online course, that I'm talking about, financial literacy the godly way. When you enroll, these are all the things you'll be getting and understanding. You learn more in-depth financial literacy than what I'm teaching you right now, because this is just the tip of the iceberg, actually. You learn financial literacy in the godly way. And the beauty of this is, as I mentioned earlier, that God actually created money and the concept of wealth. So when you are learning from God's perspective, when you're learning about money from God's perspective, then you can be sure you are learning it correctly. You are learning it right. You are learning it correctly. So that's why it's important for you to enroll in this financial literacy the godly way online course. It's a 6 weeks online course. So get ready to join in. And you also be learning to align your finances with God's value and God's will for your life. So that's great. That's like 2 in 1. So you are fixing your financial life, and you're also learning God's will for your life, and you're positioning yourself correctly. That's amazing, isn't it? You learn financial management the godly way. You learn debt management the godly way. You learn investing the godly way. So that online course is loaded, guys. And I've made it really easy for you to enroll for it. I've put all the information to enroll for the online course in my free ebook. So just for joining this event today, or for watching this video today, you get access to my free ebook. It's called God's Blueprint for Your Financial Success. Wow, it's loaded. It's loaded. So I'll put the link in the description below or in the comment section. Just click on it. It's free. The ebook is free. And also you get all the links to then enroll for the 6 weeks online course, and some other resources in there as well. It's just this is just a tip of the iceberg that I'm telling you today. All right, so click the link in the description, or click the link around this video to enroll for that online course. All right, so let me carry on. And the thing is, when it comes to the time of making those crucial decisions in life, when you're not financially literate, like I said, it will affect the decisions that you make. They won't be as quality as they're supposed to be for you, and that will actually show. To actually show in your level of confidence, in life, in your level of communication. It will show. It will show in you.
there's a place for academics. Yes, you go to school, you've learned the skill, yeah. But a lot of people, I tell you, they've learned the skills, but when they get to the interview, they still fumble. They've spent so many years studying. They spent 3 years studying a new degree, or 4 years doing, the whole thing with masters and everything. But when they still go for job interviews, they still fumble. Why? Something is missing. And I'm telling you now that what is missing is financial literacy. If you know the level of confidence that being financially literate can put into your life, wow, you won't joke with it. You won't joke. In fact, it will be affecting your decisions in life in a very positive way, very confident way. The benefits are super. So there are some things that, when you know it, you speak clearly, you speak with boldness. You're able to display your knowledge, confidently. And I'm telling you now, financial literacy is a vital skill of life. It is a vital skill of life. Okay? Financial literacy is a vital life skill. And that's what a lot of people don't know. Even if you are in business and you are financially literate, it will help you a lot. To help to boost your confidence, to help you to make sensible business decisions, like high level business decisions, high skilled business decisions, even to hire people. You know the right skills to look for. You make you really intelligent. And this is secrets I'm giving you. So financial literacy, yeah, it's a vital life skill. But the problem is a lot of people don't know this. That's what the problem is. A lot of people don't know that financial literacy is a life skill. A life skill for them to master in order to get the best in life. So I'm giving you a secret in today's financial literacy, the Godly Way event. Okay. So, and the thing is, when the workplaces, for example, when the workplaces want to, talk about financial literacy, they start to tell you, talk to you about your pension, about, investing, and some of them will say, okay, get insurance, things like that. And I'm telling you, that's like the step number 5 in your financial life. That's like the step number 5. So, and pension is like the step number 6 to get your financial life right. Investing is step number 5 in order to get your financial life right. Pension is number 6. Then ask me what is number 1 to number 4. Yeah. So in order for you to get your financial life right, you have to start from number 1. You have to start from the foundation. You have to start from, and if you've been coming for my events, you know what that number 1 is. You know what that number 1. You know what that foundation for your financial literacy is. Because when you get it right, it's very crucial. You should know by now what it is, but I'll tell you. That number one is your money mindset. That's the first place to start. If you want to be successful in life, you want to learn your financial literacy, you are ready to start learning your financial literacy, you have to start from the foundation. And that foundation is, what is your own money mindset? What is your own outlook on money? What is your own belief about money? Because I tell you, people have different beliefs, especially Christians. People have different outlooks about money, So you need to start from there, from your money mindset. And after you discover the money mindset that you have, then if you've been coming for my events, or if you've been watching my videos, you know that the next step is for you to find out what is the godly mindset about money that God wants you to have. What are the godly mindsets that God wants you to have about money? That's step number 1. Then step number 2 is actually financial literacy that I'm teaching you today. And then there's step number 3, there's step number 4. Even before you now get to talking about investment or talking about your pension and insurance and things like that. And that's why I've put together a 6-week financial literacy the godly way online course. It's to help you. And what you will discover in that online course, you discover your money mindset and the mindset that God wants you to have about money. This will actually transform your life. It will actually transform your financial life. Once you understand the mindset that God wants you to have about money, that will, skyrocket your decisions in life, your outlook about money, transformation really. And also in that online course, you will also learn about your financial life as a whole. God wants your financial life to be wholesome. That's the word. And so you learn about that, how to make your financial life wholesome. You understand all the pillars in your financial life, and then you understand your financial health and wealth when you join that, when you enroll on that 6-week online course, that I'm talking about, financial literacy the godly way. When you enroll, these are all the things you'll be getting and understanding. You'll learn more in-depth financial literacy than what I'm teaching you right now, because this is just the tip of the iceberg, actually. You learn financial literacy in the godly way. And the beauty of this is, as I mentioned earlier, that God actually created money and the concept of wealth. So when you are learning from God's perspective, when you're learning about money from God's perspective, then you can be sure you are learning it correctly. You are learning it right. You are learning it correctly. So that's why it's important for you to enroll in this financial literacy the godly way online course. It's a 6 weeks online course. So get ready to join in. And you also be learning to align your finances with God's value and God's will for your life. So that's great. That's like 2 in 1. So you are fixing your financial life and you're also learning God's will for your life, and you're positioning yourself correctly. That's amazing, isn't it? You learn financial management the godly way. You learn debt management the godly way. You learn investing the godly way. So that online course is loaded, guys. And I've made it really easy for you to enroll for it. I've put all the information to enroll for the online course in my free ebook. So just for joining this event today or for watching this video today, you get access to my free ebook. It's called God's Blueprint for Your Financial Success. Wow, it's loaded. It's loaded. So I'll put the link in the description below or in the comment section. Just click on it. It's free. The ebook is free. And also you get all the links to then enroll for the 6 weeks online course, and some other resources in there as well. It's just this is just a tip of the iceberg that I'm telling you today. All right, so click the link in the description or click the link around this video to enroll for that online course.